Guys, thanks for joining me. Obviously, we're talking about your home away from home, Capital One Arena, 25 years coming up here in December. The only place you guys have known. What are some of the memories? I'll start with you. The first time you ever got into that building.
Yeah, it was back then called the MCI Center.
Yeah.
When I just came to USA to DC, I stay hotel maybe minute walk. So yeah, I spent most of the time over there because they have lots of restaurants like bowling and nothing to do back then. But there was good memories. Obviously, lots of concerts, lots of events. Obviously, hockey games and.
You remember that first night, first game, walking into the building, knowing you're going to make your NHL debut?
Yeah, obviously it was a special moment. I was nervous, so my family was here. It was a special moment.
Nicky, what about you?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a special place for sure. Just taking back to the first game, you got the whole family there. It wasn't as crowded back then as it is now, but and same as, everything around Capital One too. There's a lot of new restaurants around, and back in the day too, we used to eat dinners after around there. So, a great spot, and obviously it's been a special place for me.
Are you guys aware that because of the popularity that the Capitals have, thanks to you guys, that whole area has kind of really grown, and that the atmosphere, as you said, inside the building has gotten so much better than in those first couple of years?
Yeah, I think, by the way, where's our percentage?
What's that?
Where's our percentage? I think, to be in this situation when we kind of start since the beginning, it was kind of rebuild. Me and Nick have been together since day one when he came to the league, and see all those and watched all the videos back then and memories. It was something special.
I'm going to introduce you, and then you say the Washington Capitals are happy to select, and then I'll give you.
No. Can you say that? I just give jersey because.
Don't be shy.
No, please.
Alex will now make our selection.
The Washington Capitals are happy to pick Nicklas Backstrom.
There's a wink? There's a wink? Really happy we got him.
The Young Guns era, right? And there's your opening night. You certainly knew how to make a first impression, didn't you?
To be honest with you, my first year it was kind of cool stuff because we have a young team, we have a talented group of guys, and we just went out there and have fun.
Nick, no offense to you, but your debut was a little quieter. You didn't, have a big hit and two goals in your first game. But what do you remember about your first night?
That was. My first night was, I don't even know who we played in Cap One. We started off against Atlanta on the road, and as you said, I grew into the league. I didn't have a first game impression, but still fun. Very special for a hockey player to make an NHL debut, and especially in front of your home fans too. It was incredible.
Ovi, also, you kind of used it as your playground. I remember you and Mike Green in an ATV and ducking underneath a closing door, too. You had a lot of fun inside the building, not just on the ice.
Yeah, the people who work there, give us a chance to have fun. And they probably give us a car, mobile.
ATV?
Yeah, so it was pretty fun, yeah. Back then we was young, it was crazy, and it was pretty special and pretty fun moments.
Nick, I think sometimes I see the pregame soccer games are sometimes more intense than what we see on the ice.
Yeah, I think over the years it's been pretty aggressive, but the last 2 years I haven't been able to play, so hopefully I'll come back and come after Ovi because he usually likes coming after guys, you know.
Now, you guys talk about, as the years went on, the building certainly started to pick up, as you said, when you guys started to win. What was it like getting into that very first playoff series with the Philadelphia Flyers? You remember what that was like playoff-wise compared to what you experienced in the regular season?
Yeah, I think when we make a playoffs, it was we celebrate like we won the cup. It's been kind of like I don't know how to say.
It was very special, and I think the last 20 games, I think we had
to win 19 or 18.
Yeah, I think we won like 18 out of 20, and everyone was just buzzing, I think, and that's when like the whole city just came behind us and starting the theme "Rock the Red," and it was obviously very special for us as a players, and we're starting the year, we're playing in front of 6,000 people, and then all of a sudden we have 19,000 in the stands. It was incredible.
And then Sergei Fedorov scores a huge goal against the New York Rangers. You finally win a playoff series and move on. And again, it just seemed to kept getting another layer to the excitement that everybody had in that building.
Yeah, I think when we lost to Pittsburgh that Game 7 series, I think both teams who passed that round will win the cup because we was young, we was fresh, we was we played kind of crazy hockey, and back then it was a very tight series between us and Pittsburgh, obviously, and but we I think we learned from our mistakes, and how many years? 10 years we learned from our mistakes, and.
I feel like the years has just flown by really quick.
Learn enough from him, and hope we're gonna have more time together in the future.
To make headlines, be immortalized.
But you guys have had so many great moments on the ice together. Are there some things that kind of stand out, some moments that maybe not the biggest moments, but just moments that the two of you have kind of shared where you just think back on it? It was just almost magic between the two of you sometimes. Nicky, you could pass him to where nobody knew where he was going to be. Ovi, you could finish off shots that nobody knew you could get away. I mean, it just seems like the two of you always seem to have a feeling to create some big moments together.
Yeah, I think that connection between us starts right away. I think, how I said, young guns, me, Greeny, Simon and Becky, we kind of grew up together on the ice and off the ice, and that feel, how you said, he can find me everywhere on the ice. It's kind of special, not many players and duos can do that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm lucky like I have that kind of center on almost on my career.
You ever hear it when you don't find them?
Yeah, I think. I think looking back at when we started, when as Ovi said, the young guns, I think the biggest reason why we started playing good too, it was like we got a coach who really let us develop, let us play, let us develop. We were young guys, we didn't know enough maybe to win, but he knew how to develop us and how to let us lose, let us play our game, and that's what we did, I think. And obviously it took us longer to get to winning, but at the same time, I think those years really helped us bring the cup.
Yeah.
You use the term crazy hockey, but you're really talking about just going out there and using the skills that you guys got, as opposed to, it's got to be structure here, structure there.
Yeah, back then, we know if we're gonna lose, after second period, 2 goals, we know we can come back, because how I said, we kind of maybe just to wake up after 2 periods, and then we start playing our game, and use our skill and use our speed. And it was kind of Brazilian style. No soccer. Brazilian they scored 6. Okay, good for you, but we want to score 7.
So samba hockey is what you do. Yeah. But you also, that style also, as you talked about earlier, like, really fed to the fans, and the fans fed off that, right? You could really feel the way they picked up on it.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think they loved it. I mean, we scored a lot of goals, and I think probably looking back at it, as O said, I mean, the third period, it's got to be their favorite, because a lot of times we're down 2 or 3 goals coming into the third, and all of a sudden here they come. We're just coming in waves.
Welcome to the club, number 500 for the Great Eights.
The 20th player in National Hockey League history to score 600 goals.
The Great Eight Express pulls into third place all time.
Where the benches celebrate. This is epic.
Oh, you've had so many of your big milestones, 500, 600, 767 in that building. That's got to make it even a little more special for you.
Yeah, it's we play against we play in front of our house, in front of our fans, families, friends, everybody kind of support your team, and you feel it. It's especially when it's sold out and everything going nuts out there. It's special.
And to be able to get your teammates out there on the ice for these big moments too.
Yeah, how I said, without my teammates, without my line mates who play with me, I would never reach milestones, and would never reach all this accomplished without my team.
Nicky, one of the funniest and coolest moments, your 1,000th game, all the apples come out on the ice. What do you remember about that night?
Yeah, I mean, it was obviously a special night, and I didn't think that was going to happen, but when it happened, it was crazy. It was fun. It was, I mean, I got to thank the fans for that, because whoever started that was amazing.
I mean, you're a tough competitor, but the smile on your face the whole night, that was really something special for you, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I think reaching 1,000 games, I mean, it's tough in this league, and I mean, to be able to do it in front, I mean, the same team since I started, it's very special. And I mean, started with the celebration before with the family, and then obviously with the fans. Yeah, it was a special night for sure, and I'm never gonna forget it.
You just mentioned family. Oh, you've mentioned family a bunch. You come in as you said, the young guns, and now both of you are able to bring your kids in to watch all this. How important has that been for you?
I mean, it's the best feeling in the world when your kids can watch your game. They come here and skate with us. It's the best feeling.
Do they kind of like running around Capital One? Do they kind of like understand that this is your office, but they can have a little fun there as well?
Yeah, I think so. And I bring my kids here and there, but I mean, my son is always obviously the one who's playing right now, and his favorite moment is the warm-up. He needs to get a puck,
Yeah.
That's his, hey, can I get a puck tonight? And then sometimes he asks about, hey, Ovi's got a big shot, right? I'm like, yeah, watch him, watch how he shoots.
Sleeping armies start to rise. They had us on our knees.
We're the Stanley Cup champions! Yeah! It's yours, boys and girls and babes. Let's go!
Obviously, the pinnacle of all this was the Stanley Cup run. That whole run, what did you sense that whole way? Could you see it kind of building and the feeling that was both inside and outside that building? Were you guys aware of kind of everything that was going on outside as well?
When we play, we don't know what's happening out there, but obviously, like after the games, you watch them on social media or somebody tag you, you see like all those crazy moments was happening out there. It was a pretty special moment, I think it's when we bring the cup to DC, it was kind of relief from our shoulders, I think, and relief for fans, and because they was waiting so long to that kind of moment, and obviously it was a great memory.
Kind of brought the city together.
Yeah, I think so for sure, and a lot of these pictures I haven't seen before, because I think when you're in it, you're so focused on the game, and obviously, as always said, I mean, you see a couple of clips here and there, but I mean, it's just crazy how everyone got together and how we won together. I mean, it's a big part of why we won. I mean, everyone supported us.
Yeah, I was outside on F Street broadcasting when you guys won it in Vegas, and instead of people leaving the subways, they were piling up the subways just to come out and celebrate. And then you guys got to kind of share it with the city as well.
Oh yeah, we celebrate pretty big with the fans, with everybody. I think they deserve it. How I said, like, we have ups and downs. I think we, sometimes have lots of expectations from our team, but nothing was working, nothing was clicking, and when we won the cup, nobody was thought like we're gonna win, but I think everybody came together, everybody supporting each other, and everybody like kind of pushing each other to do more and more.
Yeah.
And obviously fans is involved too.
I kept thinking there were a couple seasons before that was the team, right? I kept thinking that was the team, right? And then you guys finally all put it together. Did that frustration at some point fuel you guys to push this thing through?
I think a lot of times too, when you have those expectations, I mean, as you said, a couple of years before, you're like, okay, this is the year, so everyone feels it. That puts more pressure on than, let's say, a lot of guys were talking, like a lot of people outside the locker room were talking about, like, a rebuild. But like, okay, that just helps us in the room, Doesn't allow us to get that pressure. It allows us to work kind of calmly in the background, and then we just attack.
And I think that everybody who was on that team was realizing the role. Like everybody knows, like, okay, we have, like, those guys can do like simple things. We have to do simple things, like, and the coaching staff as well. They knew previous mistakes would bring us, to golf course or back home. And how I said, everybody was understanding previous mistakes, and everybody like was on board, and everybody like do right things.
You guys have plenty of friends around the league, fellow players that you see after games. Do you get reaction from, my God, I can't believe there's 18,000 people all wearing red in the building?
I think when it's playoffs, I think every city besides Florida, I think, wearing the red. Red or what color team jersey are. But in the regular season, when it's sold out, it's fun, it's something special, it's special feelings, and I think not only us, like I said, fans, give us that kind of extra energy, extra push to do something.
Yeah. Last thing for you. If you could take one thing out of Capital One Arena, it could be small, it could be gigantic, as a little piece of memorabilia for you, that something would be special for you guys, what would it be?
Nachos?
Nachos is awesome, yeah, cheese.
I'll take the banner, the 2018 banner.
Guys, thanks so much for your time.
Yeah,
really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Oh, thanks, man.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, man. Thanks.
I just want to thank everybody for, thanks.
I want to be a rock star for a day. I want my 15 minutes of